All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, are two great kings, the gods that the King James Bible speaks of, which again, the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, who the world of ignorance calls Christ. True name is Yahweh Shai. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down that rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I was going to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video, The Face of the Madmen. Alright. And Lord Woods, brothers can see on the screen, the motivation for this lesson comes from the front page of the Drudge Report. Alright, and this is the top article. Alright, right now on the Drudge, it says meet the new national police force. Alright, again, meet the new national police force with the DHS badge on right there, Department of Homeland Security. Alright, right here in America, right here in Babylon the Great. Alright, so let's click on the article, and this is for fair use purposes only. I'm not using this for any monetary gain. It's just for educational purposes only, fair use. It says again, meet the new national police force. Alright, it says the agency of mask-wearing officers who aren't afraid to smash windows, detain lawmakers, and pluck non-violent undocumented immigrants off the street is about to become the best funded Salakia federal police force. Immigrants and Custom Enforcement, or ICE, has already been acting with impunity during President Donald Trump's second term. All right, so again, the agency of mask-wearing, keywords there, mask-wearing officers who aren't afraid to smash windows, detain lawmakers, and pluck non-violent undocumented immigrants off the streets is about to become the best funded federal police force. All right, so that's all we're going to read. All right. And again, like they say in the world, a picture says 1,000 words, right? So again, meet the new national police force. All right. And again, you see the DHS, Department of Homeland Security badge that this guy has on. All right. And I'm going to pause it real quick, Salakia. All right, Salakia, Lord Wills, brothers can see on the screen. I just did a simple Google search for martial law. All right. And it gives examples of martial law. And check these guys out. This is in South Korea. In South Korea, the martial law. It's a number of pictures here. Look just like that guy. All right, from the here in Babylon, the guy on the picture I just showed, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, with the Department of Homeland Security badge. He looks exactly like him, just different colors, face covered up. All right, hard helmet on, wartime helmet on, wartime like helmet on. All right, looks exactly like him, face covered. All right, and again, South Korea. This is an example of martial law, as you can see. Look, face covered. Get wartime like apparel on. All right. Again, this is in South Korea. An example of martial law. Little face covered, assault rifles. And that's what you're about to see here in Babylon really soon. Instead of them carrying those stun guns or whatever. Not stun guns. What are those guns called? The guns that shoot gas in the air or whatever. And beanbag guns. That's about to become a thing of the past. They're gonna have these bad boys. All right. Assault rifles. Ready to blow a motherfucker's head off, man. Look, besides the color of the outfit, besides the fatigue, look just like the guy from the front page of the Drudge. All right, who right now in Babylon the Great, patrolling the streets of Babylon. All right, going after the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom now too. Look, this was actually in Babylon. Martial law in the United States. All right. So this is the face of the madman. This is the face. All right. Again of the madman. Spoken about in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. All right. You have a few right there with their face uncovered. Damn. All right. So yeah. And again, now again they're shooting tear gas or whatever, spraying pepper spray or whatever. But soon they're gonna be shooting live rounds at people. All right. This is what you're gonna see, and we're seeing it now. All right. Again, the new, like I said in the that article in the Drudge. All right. The National Police, pretty much the National Police Force. This is what you're gonna see patrolling the street. Again, they're already here. They're already here going after the Northern Kingdom. All right. But soon, like everybody's been saying, after which they're already going after they're going after American citizens. I did a video the other day. Matter of fact, they're going after American citizens because I did a video the other day um about this article about this guy from Utah. All right, he was actually an American citizen. They detained him for like almost 50 days. All right, he was an American citizen, birth certificate and all, man. So they're going after any and everybody, man. Pretty much any and everybody who is opposed to this system or the government. They're gonna come after you, man. And these are the guys you're gonna see. Again, they're already in the streets now. All right. So yeah, this is the face of the madman, man. Face covered up. Here's a good one. Here's the one with the signs on it. Police state, which we've been in a police state. All right. Getting face covered up. Wartime like apparel on. Patrolling the streets in Babylon. All right. And this is the picture. I remember this one with the when the C-19 happened. I think this is the one with the guy in the video. Get back in the house. Go back in the house. All right, and they didn't go back in the house, and they fired. They opened fire on him. Not with live rounds, but they opened fire on him. Again, this is what we're seeing in the streets of America right now, but it's going to intensify. This is exactly what we're seeing. All right, exactly what we're seeing right now. Look, exactly what we're seeing now. All right, except again, it's going to intensify. You're going to see more women in the street with machine guns. All right, so on and so forth, using deadly force. All right, but this is the face of the madman. Face covered up, shades on, wartime like apparel on. All right, Department of Homeland Security ready to do work, especially after that BBB, the big beautiful bill was passed. All right, which I think they're saying now that they have more funding. I think it's ICE that has more funding than the one of the branches of the military. All right, I forget which one it is, but they have more funding than them. I think it's the Coast Guard or the Marine, one of them. I forgot. All right, but yeah, they have more funding than them. All right, more money to play with, more money for more uh weapons, artillery, whatever. All right, so this devil's getting ready to come, man, with great wrath. This second Esdras chapter 16, verse 71. And they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. All right, y'all are going after Israel, man. All right, this is the face of the madmen. We're in the beginning phases of the madmen being deployed in the streets of Babylon. All right, and they ain't coming to help. They're coming to destroy. They're coming to massacre shit, man. All right. Again, in that bill or whatever, now they have more funding. All right, and we already know Trump, which he's um he when that all that shit was going on at the border in his first term, and he told the people that was guarding the border down there to treat rocks like bullets. So if it gets too out of hand, he's definitely got no problem giving the green light to shoot people, which it was a bill that was passed off on a while ago that gave the government, all right, the right to shoot open fire on American citizens. Let me see if I can find that so I can pause it real quick. All right, Salaki brothers, I couldn't find it, but I think Biden signed, one of them signed it. I think it was Biden that signed that bill into law or signed off on it. The right that it labels the bill or whatever that labels Americans domestic terrorists, and they can open fire on them. All right, which they're already doing. I mean, they're shooting tear gas and shit at them. All right, attacking them, beating them, hitting them with sticks and whatever, with batons. They're already jumping on Americans and beating American citizens' asses. So I mean, when shit really gets out of hand, all right, well, people start firing on these troops or whatever, these red-blooded American citizens or whatever, real deal try to come after, go against their government. I'm reading real deal, bear arms against their government. All right. They're ready for it. And there's legislations and bills already put in place to open fire on American citizens, put American citizens to death with lethal force. All right. 'Cause, I mean, they know it's coming. Civil or so-called civil war is coming. All right. So you better believe bills and legislations have been passed off on to that labels Americans as domestic terrorists, and they can open fire on them. Use lethal force against them. All right. But Salaki, again, I couldn't find the bill or the name of the bill or whatever. I believe Biden signed off on it, but one of them signed off. I believe it was Biden, but yeah, we here, man. All right. Again, this is the face of the madman. All right, just like we should show. I just showed examples in what martial law looks like. All right, in other countries, it's gonna be the same thing. Masked men, masked up with dressed in wartime like apparel. All right, and attacking American citizens, detaining and throwing American citizens in jail. Which again, I just used that example of that guy in Utah. I just spoke on that example of that guy in Utah who was detained for like almost 50 days, and he was an American citizen. So they don't care. They're locking up any and everybody. All right. But with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kwadash, double honors again to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you brothers that push this truth and sincerity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.